My name is Eva Blosse Mason, and I'm showing a little film tonight called Blooming, which is 1 minute long. It's an animation.
I'm Tracy Spottiswoode. I'm showing Sally Leapt Out of a Window last night, which is a short film with a very long title.
My name is Lindsay Walker. I'm showing a film called Queen's Cymraeg this evening, which is a film with ITV Cymru and Hanch.
My name is Sarah Smith, and I'm showing a film called Cardiff, which I made with Iris. Why don't we start with, what are you guys most excited about at Iris this year?
This is my first year at Iris, so I'm excited about everything. I've wanted to come for years. I made a short LGBT film, God, it must be 7 or 8 years ago, and I don't think it got in, and I was gutted. So I'm just excited to just be here, and yeah, have an opening night film is great.
Yeah, pretty much the same really. It's nice to be back, an in-person event after COVID and everything, and seeing people and watching films together in the same space. I think it's really good to get the audience reaction, and it'll be the first time I've seen my film on a big screen, so really looking forward to that.
I was just thinking today, this is actually my 9th year coming to Iris. So yeah, I'm just excited to see old faces and meet new people as well. So I've got here, why is it important for women to tell their stories and be directors? Big question. Take it away, Tracy.
God. Well, I mean, why would it not be important, I guess? You know, it's women are 51% of the population. We're very underrepresented behind the camera, and yeah, it is important that those stories are reflected, and especially LGBT stories, because they're still few and far between in mainstream media.
I think it's important for everyone to tell their own personal stories, but maybe women at the minute, because we are underrepresented, and I think maybe I don't want to generalise, but have maybe slightly more sensitivities towards certain subjects. So yeah, everyone's perspective is unique, but maybe women at the minute, because we're underrepresented, is a unique angle, I think.
Yeah, I would agree with all of you. I think that's all important. Strangely, my film stars all men. But I think it's also important, you know, women have been directed by men forever. And I think it's great to bring a female perspective to a male story and, you know, tell the story together. I think that's important also.
I think Iris has grown so much, and I think it's become a lot more diverse since I've been here. Yeah, it's been really interesting seeing it developing, and yeah, it's very exciting. I sort of noticed that it mainly centered around gay men coming out stories for a long time, but I think that was just what queer people were making for a long time, whereas now I think it's branching out a bit more into trans or non-binary or lesbian stories a bit more, so that's really cool to see.
I think there's more Welsh representation now as well, which is great.
Yeah, that's true.
What does it mean to have your film showing on opening night of Iris 2022?
Oh, it's a big honor. I've had 2 other films at Iris, and I've never been here to see them. So it's so exciting to have it opening night. And also, we made it here in Cardiff. We made it with the Cardiff crew. A lot of the cast is Cardiff. I'm hoping a lot of them will be here tonight. So to be able to share it with them and see it on the big screen for the first time, I'm very, very excited. What about you guys?
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's just I've always heard about Iris, always wanted to attend it, always wanted to have a film shown at it. So it's just, yeah, it's really exciting to be here and have a film that's about a great group of drag queens climbing up Snowdonia. It couldn't be any gayer, so it's great. I'm really excited. Yeah.
It's a great validation, I think, to have your film on opening night, and you know, it's my film was supported by Film Cymru Wales and BBC Wales, and I think it's nice to be able to sort of celebrate that and say thank you for supporting it, and in front of a home crowd as well. That's really important.
And it's cool they're all Welsh films.
Yeah,
That's really
that's
special.
fantastic. Yeah. I think it really showcases how much talent there is, you know. So yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I'm super excited as well because my film hasn't been shown on the big screen before, and it's just like a 1 minute comedy film, but it was made in a stop motion, like a tiny stop motion studio. It's basically like a little dark cupboard. So it's like exciting to see it go from that to like the cinema. And yeah, I'm excited to like, yeah, see people's reactions as well. I have no idea like what people will think of it.
It's why you make it and you're in such a vacuum. You have no idea if it's going to work, if people will like it.
Yeah.
And the idea that someone's now going to see it is both terrifying and exciting.
It's a terrifying experience, yeah.
I might faint.
I've got another question. What is it like to make a film in Wales? Is your film in Welsh, by the way? I was wondering.
Yes, Queen's Cymraeg is in Welsh, and I've only ever made films in Wales, and I absolutely love it because even the last film I made was with no budget, and I think every film I've made before that was with no budget. So there's a sort of sense of community. I think when you make a film in Wales, it's like you can always ask for help, and the amount of people that will help for nothing, you know, like just a phone call. Can I come and film in your venue? It's like, yeah, absolutely, not a problem. So there's something really nice about making a film in Wales. It feels a bit more like a family almost. And then obviously this film specifically, Queen's Cymraeg, we filmed at Snowdonia. So the setting, no matter where you film in Wales, is always stunning. So yeah, for me personally, love to shoot a film in Wales. It's great.
Well, I mostly shot films in, I guess, Los Angeles. So this was really exciting to shoot here in Cardiff. Everybody was great. Everybody's so enthusiastic. I'm so excited to come back to see all the people that I got to work with. That's like, you know, making those relationships, I thought was really a wonderful experience. So I loved it.
Why is it important to share LGBTQ plus stories?
Yeah, similar to what you were saying earlier, like we just don't get enough of hearing like diverse stories from like different perspectives, and it's just like, yeah, really interesting. Like you can tell when it's made by a queer person, and yeah, it's just, yeah, very important.
Yeah, I think for me growing up as an LGBTQ person, had I seen more and had felt more representation, I would have probably come out a bit sooner. So I think it's really important, not just for the representation, but for maybe younger audiences, or not even younger, people that are struggling to come out, to know that they're not alone.
Opening night is all about excellence in storytelling. What are your favorite examples of this? You know, for example, favorite films or filmmaking heroines, etc.
I'm really obsessed. It's not a film though, but it's a series called League of Their Own. It's like just come out recently, and it's like written by queer women and starring and about queer women, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just so spot on. Like I haven't seen anything quite like it that I've like related to so much. Yeah, really, really love it.
I think the biggest if we're talking about LGBT films, would be Carol, because I remember when that came out and it was in a league of its own compared to other LGBT films. It's like, I feel like a lot of LGBT films are sort of half-assed. They're not great. Whereas Carol really felt like it was across the board. Could be enjoyed by anybody, and it was so beautifully shot. It was just, yeah, it was in a league of its own for me.
Wes Anderson is another one that I think influences me pretty heavily. I like more of a formalist filmmaking, but I love Todd Haynes. He's incredible. Yeah, lots of filmmakers.
So what would be your top tips for international guests visiting Cardiff for the first time?
Well, I'm really, really fond of St Fagans Folk Museum, where the buildings from all over Wales have been brought there and reconstructed. So, you know, right throughout the ages, you get different buildings and a little glimpse into ways of Welsh life.
Check out some of the art galleries. There's like some just round the corner here. There's Shift and Tactile Bosch and Umbrella, if you're interested in art, that is. But yeah, it's just round the corner, so it's like quite easy to check out.